Previously on the Traveling Together Journal, we extended our CA4 tourist visa so that we could spend more time in Nicaragua, and then we hit the trails to go look for some uncrowded surf.
It's day 298 and we are on our way to the Managua airport to go pick up Lindsey. Yeah, and we're getting a new camera. Have I said that enough times yet? Try to find Lindsey here. She landed probably about 30 minutes ago, so she might not be actually here yet. But I'm gonna go into this crowd of people and see if I can't find her. Look at Maddie! I surprised you. How you been? Where you been? All right, how's your seat? Need some legroom?
Lindsey is our good friend from Maui who has come to visit and travel with us for a couple of weeks. After nearly 300 consecutive days together, Amy is happy to have anyone other than me to talk to, so having her best friend in the car has her absolutely ecstatic. We knew Lindsey was coming to visit before we entered Nicaragua, so we've saved some good adventures and sightseeing for her time with us. The first item on our itinerary was a hike and river float through Somoto Canyon, but we couldn't drive all the way from the airport in Managua to Somoto Canyon in one day. So we took a look at Overlander app and found a farm outside of Esteli that advertised hiking trails, camping, and rooms for rent.
So, Lindsey, what do you think about having a camp on your first night?
I'm so excited.
You're lying! You tried to get a cabin!
I am!
She said, I think there might be less bugs if I set up a tent.
Totally. Did you see that thing that looks like a centipede on the wall?
Oh, it probably was. We killed a centipede the other day.
Okay, well.
And we stayed in a nice place. Hey Linz, you ready to go for a hike?
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna go check out the Mirador here at the TC Eco Lodge. There's probably gonna be a bubble right here that's gonna say what this place really is.
Ooh, this is lovely.
Once the girls got back from their hike, we got back on the road, making our way through Esteli and further up into the Cordillera Isabella mountain range. On our way up to Somoto Canyon, Lindsey settled into her little spot in the back seat, and Blue Beauty got a much-needed rinse from one of the first rains of the season. Fortunately for us, the weather cleared before we reached our destination for the night.
So this is something that I've been really looking forward to since before we even left, so it's really exciting to be here. Cheers, guys!
Cheers! Somoto Canyon!
When we found out that a solo traveler was the only other person staying at the lodge, and that she'd be joining us on the tour the next day, we invited her over for the evening. Amy made us all her special stovetop popcorn, and we drank and played dominoes until it was dark.
Good morning. How was your sleep?
It was really good, actually.
Yeah?
Waking early the next morning, we joined our guide Olvi and our new friend Kira, excited to start the day's adventure.
Waiting for a taxi to take us to our Somoto Canyon river tour. It's our guide.
Somoto Canyon.
We thought they drove us up, but we wait for a taxi.
So we just got a cab, and there are 4 of us crammed in the back of this little tiny mini sedan. This is our guide.
And this is the guy that picked us up while we were hitchhiking on our guide tour. It was only a 2-mile taxi ride up the highway and then a short walk down a dirt road past some homes and ranch land before we reached the Tapacali River. It's not a particularly large river, but as it forces its way through the narrow canyon, it gains depth, allowing us to float and swim our way down with the current. In the wider sections of the canyon, the river spreads out again, and we were obliged to hike over the slippery stones in the river or up along the shore. Experiencing the natural beauty of the Somoto Canyon National Monument was well worth the hike, and being able to float along in the cool, refreshing water made it all the more enjoyable.
Alright, you can't see this, but there's like a bunch of little bats right here. It's super cool. Never would have seen it.
About 1/3 of the way into our trek, we came to the confluence of the Tapacali and Komali rivers. These 2 rivers join to form the Coco River, which continues onward for 470 miles east to the Caribbean Sea, making it the longest river in Central America. Of course, we weren't going that far. We were only going to explore the first 2.5 miles of it on our way back to camp. Just as we started to feel the fatigue from the day's excursions over the uneven and often slippery terrain, Olvi called for a break and busted out some snacks consisting of cookies and local plantain chips with hot sauce.
How's that?
Really good. It was really good.
We relaxed next to the river for a bit, then handed out the fresh libations that we brought, and carried on down the Rio Coco with renewed energy from the rest and from the sudden bump of adrenaline. This section of the river had many jumping rocks that Olvi pointed out to us. We challenged our nerve with the shorter jumps, but Olvi showed us how it was done and had us worried that we were going to be carrying him back.
Oh my god!
With a 1/4 mile to go, the canyon opens up and the river widens, becoming too slow and shallow for us to easily float down. Surprisingly to us, there was a man with a shallow draft boat waiting to ferry us down nearly all the way to the camp. The boat captain, our tour guide, and nearly everyone we met in Somoto was part of a community cooperative with the goal of creating and enhancing rural community-based tourism with a focus on environmental protection and cultural diversity.
And that concludes our tour!
Good morning, we're just packing up, getting ready to leave Somoto Canyon and headed towards Puerto Sandino beach area. Alright, we're on our way out of Somoto Canyon and Amy spotted some Somoto Canyon tank tops, so we had to stop so the girls could go shopping. Dorks. We were in for a long drive, winding our way out of the mountains, through many small towns, and across nearly half the country as we made our way from Somoto down to the beaches of central Nicaragua. But we still felt fortunate to be doing it all in one day, opposed to several days of connecting chicken buses, like we would have had to do if we were backpacking.
And we are back at the beach now. We've come to Los Cocos Hostel. And we're gonna be camping in the parking lot here.
Of course, having our own vehicle has some downsides as well, and I had quite the to-do list piling up. Alright, Amy let me know the other day that we had a tail light out, so I was trying to troubleshoot the issue. Unfortunately, it wasn't just the bulb, because that would have been an easy fix. So I've been underneath the truck trying to find what the problem is. I think I might have figured it out. You can see right there that green wire with the white stripe on it. That's supposed to be connected to that. Alrighty, I kind of spun the wires around a little bit there and taped those things back together. So now we're gonna give it a little test here. Pushing on the brake pedal. Alright, tail light is back to functional. That's one problem done. Now we just gotta fix the door handle. The door handle on our passenger side has been broken since El Salvador, and Lindsey brought us a new door handle, so I'm gonna try to switch that out today. All right, we got our door panel off. Got it all back together. Flashy new chrome, and it works. Ba-ba-da-ba. Now I'm gonna go see what the girls are up to. Next time on the Traveling Together Journal, we head into the city of León to see the sights and try out volcano boarding for the first time.